This is Rebecca, the Steampunk Planner, and today I am setting up for this week. It's a little bit delayed. I wanted to just give a shout out and a thank you on Memorial Day, and that just felt more important to me than doing my setup. So that's why we're doing this setup for Wednesday. Now we are going to quickly grab out everything that's left over here. So I have my pen pal card in here. I love that. But I have a few stickers, some pieces of vellum, my dates, weeks, and I still need to get my card in there. The pocket that I made at the beginning of this month actually does not fit this card. It fit the other one. It just doesn't fit this one. And then I still have some of my stripes left. So we are going to figure out how we're going to get her set up in here, and then we're going to set up for it this week. So in my days, I have quite a few days left, considering how many days are left for this month. So let me count it down. Today is the 26th, so that will be here. 28, 29, and possibly 30, or I will do 30 and 31. So what I have is right here. So what I need to do is figure out how I want to apply, how I want her to be in here. Got tangled up in my own tongue right there, my own talking. So I could put her here and make this, hold on. She does kind of hide in here. Let me turn it the other way. See how that looks. Ooh, that's pretty. I do want to make sure, though, that she does stay, because right here, she is loose. And if I tack down here with the double stick tape, I'll lose area. I have some stripes left. Maybe that's what this is for. Okay. Pretty sure the ones that I have left are all the thick ones, other than the teeny-eeny ones that I made. Yes. You like my new technical term? Teeny-eenies. Yeah, beautiful. I do have some. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and grab the card that I have left over, just because it's right here instead of going searching. And let's see. I could just put that down, but I kind of want it to, it's not going to match completely, of course, but I want to try a little bit. Whoops. Well, that works. I like that. And I'm just capturing that edge. I'm not going too far over. And I may here in a second, let me get the excess off. I could actually go ahead and do that, but no, I'm happy with that. It did anchor well. So I'm going to take the rest of it over to the other side to make sure she's in there. There isn't much decoration over here, so doing it on this side without matching it is fine with me. And again, it's just on the edge, so that's perfect. And now she can slide in and out of here without any issues. Beautiful. Excellent. She has a home. Yay. All right. Sorry, it's the little things, I guess. That I've got enough for all of this. So that's perfect on this end. We're going to put the card in. Now we're going to go to this week in the weeklies. Still loving my card in here. I do wish, because B5 is not an uncommon size. I mean, it is not common for Hobonichi, but it would be really nice if cards were made for larger sizes, regardless. Larger sizes mean we can cut them down. So here we are in the last week of May. Can you believe it? And the first day of June. So let's take a look. I did not use my Coffee Monster Comfy. I believe this one, let me make sure. I believe I decided that this one was the Homebody emote because of the size. Didn't use that last time. We're going to use that this time. So since I'm going to do this one, I'm thinking about adding in this grid with it. It's light, but it also means that this will be a showcase, and this will just be a little bit added on. This is part of the collection of the purchase I made from Art Studio Leah, and hers came from Germany. I also have this one which came from her, and I haven't used it yet, and I may go ahead because I did also pull my fountain pen washi by Coffee Monster, but I may use that in my work and or my health book for this week. Sometimes when you have a lot of washi, you find that you really aren't using all of it, but I try very hard to make sure that I am, because it's no fun just having it sitting in the drawer. All right, so I am going to get that up here. Some weeks I use the top and some weeks I don't. I want to turn it a little bit, and I'm going to cut this in half, because that is a little bit wider than I really wanted. I think I am going to go ahead and use some of this, and I want this side to also have a rip. And I'll use that piece over here. There we go. A little bit up here. And then with Coffee Monster, I'm going to go in here. Making sure that it really gets in that crease, just so it's not odd and bulking. There we go. I did notice on this washi that there's a lot of strings. I don't know about that on yours, but that's fine. It just probably was just an odd cut on mine. There we go. And I'm happy about that. I do want to add a little bit more of the gingham grid, I think. There we go. I'm happy about that. Now I just need to add in all of the dates, appointments, things like that. So let me bring up my computer. All right, so this week, from the looks of it, I don't have any appointments other than on Wednesday. So let me grab my pens. I'm still using my Leonardo Memento Magico, and it still has the Atramentis Sepia in there, and it's a document ink, and it works really well, not only with the Coffee Monster for this week and last, but it also works very well with the Sterling ink set for this month. So I'm going to move this over. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and just set up this side real quick. Why am I choosing the ones that I'm choosing? Because I often forget in the morning. I'll get up, get everything going, and I will allow myself to get busy and forget to do my morning Bible reading and prayer. So that goes down there. And then next is I was trying to do a yoga in the morning and yoga in the afternoon, but I really, with everything that we're trying to do to get me pain-free while walking, I really want to make sure that in the afternoon I am doing walking before school lets out, and that's going to change now that school is almost done. And then I have my medication, my thyroid medication, and my vitamins, which I like to take up 2 spots for, because I want to record that I have taken my medication and taken my vitamins. And then, yep, we know what that emote means, so I don't have to go into detail there. In here, I have leftovers. So that's all set up. And then I said I have an appointment on Wednesday. So this one is set up. Okay, so health book. Now, I really liked how everything was going for the previous week in doing those updates. So I'm going to grab a pencil. I usually do sketching in purple, and I wanted to do purple in here today. So, are you guys doing good on your health goals? I know me, I have 2 weeks before I have, and yeah, I'm not nervous, but I'm not looking forward to it. It's very frustrating in the fact that when you're dealing with an inflammatory issue, that the body just doesn't want to cooperate. Where did I put my washi? There it is. Last week I did use this one in the homebody in here. I want to use the gingham and the pins. So what I did last time was put the washies on the inside. I'm going to put it on the outside this time. The reason being is it makes it a lot easier when I am trying to write. If I'm not trying to write to the end of the page and then have my hand roll off. It's the most annoying thing while you're writing. So I'm putting that one there. And then I am going to put, I need to finish filling this out, but let's see, this, all right, we'll do that. I'm overthinking and overshooting and don't need all that, so that's done. And then what I need to update is putting in the days here, like I did before, which that is going to be, I'm going to be using the large ones. All set. I tried to record my daily log last week, and it was a lot easier said than done. So we'll try it this week, just so that, because I want to share with you different ways of doing this, only in the fact that I'm not a morning planner other than when I get into my office and start planning for the day for what I need to do for work. So that is something that a lot of people actually do. A lot of, at least all of the ones that I watch, that's how they set up and they do their days. They do a morning just before getting busy with work. When it comes to memory keeping, I do that in the evening. I don't plan out my day. I plan out my work and then go from there, because life is going to interrupt my work day and my regular day, whether I like it or not. It's going to interrupt. I would rather, I have learned, let me put it that way. I have learned with myself that instead of getting so angry because my schedule didn't work the way I felt it should, then what needs to happen is I need to change. And in that changing, I need to accept the fact that the day schedule is not going to work every single day at all. Not once. It's a shocker if that should ever happen. Your day's going good. I hope your week is going well. June's around the corner. I'll see you then.